Hello YouTube, sorry for the wind noise, it's a bit windy. Today we're going to do this one take review here. We're not editing this, you're going to see me walk in this video. My daughter and I are here. We have purchased this Coleman, can't even talk, Coleman Sky, wait a minute, I don't even remember what this tent is called, hold on, give me 1 second, I'm cheating. It is the Skylodge. I can't talk! Coleman Skylodge 12-person tent. Now, this is a very new tent. There are only a handful of reviews on Amazon. It just got listed. It was not available when I purchased this 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. It was not available. Bought it from Cabela's. They've been begging me for reviews. And well, we just got back from a little over a week camping at Mount Rushmore. And I can give you an honest review that none of these other free people who got this tent for free even bothered to use this tent, I can assure you. I will tell you, number one, don't buy this tent. It's junk. That's what you need to take away from this. Now, if you want to know why, keep watching. But I will say, if it's sunny out and you don't deal with any rain, the weather's nice, it's a great tent. Gets a little warm with the green, with the rain fly on. I never tried it with it off. Even with the windows open, it does get warm. But beyond that, that's about the only... No, the other pro is, it is kind of spacious. That's the other pro. Everything from there is downhill. So, where to start? There are so many reasons you should not buy this tent. First, we used it for a week. We saw temperatures from the high 30s to the 80s. These swings up in the hills were huge. We wound up riding out a massive thunderstorm with pea to marble-sized hail in the tent. And that is when this tent's flaws really started to show. Now, one of the big flaws, the mesh they use is junk. The first or second time you pack this tent up, it starts to deform, it stretches, it kinks together. I'll show you guys close-ups of that. I've got photos, maybe no, I can't overlay them because we're not editing this video. So, the mesh is crap, and the build quality is subpar, bottom tier. Now, before we left, we set it up right here, and we put 2 coats of waterproof coating all over the tent and all over the rain fly. That worked great. I can only imagine how bad this tent leaks had we not done that. That should give you a tip here. This tent, you might as well be sleeping on the ground because you're not going to get a whole lot better rain protection than that. Little, but not by much. Every seam on this tent leaks. The only thing that doesn't leak is the floor. So, but the downside of that is the tent leaks. You get a pool or a spa. So I hope you have an air mattress because you're going to be floating. It was a lot of water, wasn't it? Oh, yeah. It was a bad storm. It was bad. I've got video. I don't know. I really don't want to edit this. But I do have some video on my phone. It was late at night, too. I've got some phone video footage. If I do edit this, I won't edit anything out, but I will see if I can overlay some of those pictures and video. But I don't think I will. So, you'll have to look for an extra upload maybe for that if you don't see it in this video. So, I guess we'll open it up and I'll walk you guys through what actually is like to go through any sort of rain in this tent. Des, open it up, I will grab the camera and we'll show you guys what's going on. Okay, off the tripod, sorry for the wind noise and the lawnmowers. It is very windy today, which that's another thing. We dealt with some 20-mile-an-hour standard winds. Oh, it's really warm in here. And we had some major gusts. Des, why don't we start with the fronts? Okay, first, build quality. Des, will you zip this tent up real quick so we can show the people what I'm referring to on build quality? Because this tent came missing components. That should have been my first giveaway of how bad this tent is. Now, if you look at the bottom, here we're in the porch, you can see there's a little plastic knob to roll this up and tie it with the piece that's on the outside. Well, guess what? This side, it came missing completely. So that should tell you something. That was my big, I saw that and I was like, I could forgive that. But that was before we slept in it. So it's missing parts. What are we doing next? I'm not sure how well I can focus. You can see that distortion there. There's a couple windows that are even worse. We will open the window. Well, no, don't open the windows yet. I will tell you where it leaks. So first, you see where these hooks are. What happens is when you start raining, the water pools up at this seam down in here a little bit, and all of these it wicks through here. It looks like they tried to seal it, but they didn't do a good job, and this fabric wicks and it just starts dripping out of this. Drip, 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 all of them. So they leak from there. Then you've got this seam at the bottom. Now what happens on the outside, the water comes down and hits that seam, and you can see the fold is on the inside. So when this tent is actually staked down, I don't have it staked down completely on this side, just the other side because the wind's blowing from that side right now. This fills with water. This whole pocket around the whole tent fills with water. And it just leaks, and then it just starts dripping in. We had massive pools of water in all the corners. We were on a very slight hill, so it was running down. Where else were we on this? I mean, I can't tell you how much this leaks. It leaks from each one of the bottom of the windows. All the seams leak. The rain fly did not leak. That's the other thing that doesn't leak. The rain fly didn't leak. It didn't come from up top. But anything below where the water touches, it leaks. On the windows, I saw one other person complain about this when he got it. If you see this, we hardly use this tent. We set it up, and I just put it up on this, and the mesh just looks like crap. It's stretching, it's going together. I think there's some spots on the roof where it's starting to do it. There's a little hole there. This mesh is not going to hold up. If you use this tent at all, your whole tent windows are going to look like that. So that's a relatively recent development. And let's see, besides the leaking, which is really, that's the deal breaker on this tent, is the leaking. You're not going to want a tent to camp in that's going to leak. But I will show you outside. Des, open the front door. We'll go outside, and I will show you something else that broke. Now, I will say it sets up fairly easily. Once you do it once or twice, it's fairly easy to set up. Just one side is fine, Des. If you come over here and see, now this has ripped. This tore out after one use. This is supposed to go in there, and that is supposed to be latched onto there, and you're supposed to be able to put a stake in there. I just had to put, I had it kind of stake under that so the wind doesn't blow it up, but it didn't work. Both sides have broken. And the other one broke on the other side. I'll go over there and show you that. So with any sort of use, this tent does not hold up. Here's the other side. You can see here, I guess it broke the same way. But this one broke off too. So the build quality on this is horrible. I don't know how this leaks. Like I said, it hits this seam. We had a tarp underneath of it also. But this seam, even with waterproofing, it gets in here and it just fills up on the back side. It's utterly ridiculous. This fills up with water and it fills this, and like I said, it somehow gets through here and just leaks inside. So I have no doubt this tent is not going to hold up. I do not recommend buying this tent at all. Walk away. I bought the Coleman. I've had good experiences in the past. I mean, I could have gotten a much cheaper tent. This tent was it was over $350, just under $400 at the time of reviewing this. And this tent is junk. Do not buy it. Do not recommend. Is there anything else I missed, Des?
No.
Does that cover it?
Yeah.
It did hold up to the hail okay.
Yeah.
But this is not going to last, you guys. If you want to throw away $400 tent, this is your tent. If you're going to camp in the desert where there's no rain, it'll work.
Yeah.
If you want a realistic tent that you want to try to keep around for a little bit and use and, keep you dry, this is not the tent for you. So, this video is getting kind of long. Thanks for watching. Don't buy this tent. Find something else. Coleman. I'm very disappointed. And it's a local company. Coleman is from this state. They're headquartered here. Tried to buy something local, and they need to step up their plant in China and do some more. And actually, I don't even know if they tested this. There's no way they tested this tent. There's no way. They designed it, said ship it. I don't think they cared. Coleman, you can reach out to me if you want, but this tent is going back. I am not keeping a tent that just leaks this badly. So, thanks for watching. I wish this was a better review, but we'll catch you later.